Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the best presets for every member of the 7. Now that we have them all complete, now we can make the best combos for them. So as always, be sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's get right into it. Now for this video, we are going to be going in the order of which these members of the 7 were introduced in the game. So of course, starting off with the first one, we have the first member of the 7 introduced, and that is going to be the Visitor. For the Visitor, the back bling that we have selected is going to be Rocket. This is a very interesting back bling, being that obviously it floats off of the back of the skin, but the one thing that I really did like about this is that the armor for the bluish color and the gray matches really well to the Visitor and looks spot on. But going on into the pickaxe, we have selected the Mean Streak, of course, with the gray and that same bluish color that matches on with the skin. Going on for our glider, a very interesting glider, but one that looks amazing with this skin, is going to be the blue edit style to the Meteor Skimmer. And last but not least, for our wrap, we do have the Hunter's Arsenal. Now, as always for these videos, after we show what the combo looks like inside of the locker, we are going to be showing what it looks like inside of the game. I've pretty much stated every reason for Rocket inside of the locker, but you get a lot of different interactions with him as you play throughout the game. He'll move around, he'll turn around. I don't know if it'll do it right now, as yes it does. When you scope in, I believe Rocket does scope in. The pickaxe, of course, when you swing it, I really like how the back bling, especially for this, just moves down out of the way. It's very convenient, and then it'll just slowly go back up with his jetpack. Of course, the pickaxe is just very subtle, but matches on with the armor as well. Going on over here into our wrap, another aspect that I like is when you scope in, Rocket just moves right out of the way. The wrap is very subtle, but is a black and red wrap to really match well with the black and red that is on the mask. Getting on into our glider, a very unique glider, but one that looks really good and matches spot on with the armor color of the skin. And of course, you can see Rocket just kicking back when he's laying down as you're gliding down. 6 seasons later, after the Visitor arrived in Chapter 1 Season 4, in Chapter 1 Season X, we got the Scientist. For the Scientist, we are going to be going with the second edit style with the white and blue. The back bling that we are going to be selecting for this combo is going to be the Backup Plan. The pickaxe that we have selected looks really good with this edit style, and that is going to be the Mark 85 Energy Blade. The glider that we have is going to tie in the black, the red, the blue, and the white together all very well, as you'll see here in a moment when we look at it inside of the game. And last but not least, for our wrap, a wrap that's going to look good with any member of the 7, but specifically for the Scientist, we are going to be going with the Angled Fire. Getting into the in-game look for the Scientist combo, the back bling looks very small on the skin, being how bulky the skin is, but the back bling was too good not to use, being that he is a Scientist. He's working with bombs and other stuff. I thought it looked very well. Any colors match on spot on with the skin, but the pickaxe is going to be my favorite part of this. It has a really good streak to it, and it matches the skin just spot on. I just don't know what else to say. I mean, clearly you can see the colors match, and just overall it just fits like something that the Scientist would have on him as a weapon. Getting on over here into our wrap, like I said, this wrap looks very good with other members of the 7, but is a very interesting, very subtle, unique reactive wrap, if that makes sense. As you can see, it is primarily red and then goes into the black, but then there's that bright red glow that goes from the front to the back. I'll zoom in on the video. Obviously you can clearly see it. This glider for this combo probably is one of the most underrated gliders from the Ghostbusters collab, but the colors match spot on, and it's very reactive, as you can see with the electricity beams or energy beams. It is a very bright and reactive glider, but it works very well for the Scientist. The Scientist was not the only member of the 7 that we got in Chapter 1 Season X. The next one that we received is probably the most popular, especially for this season right now in Chapter 3 Season 2, and that is going to be the Paradigm. For the Paradigm, the back bling that we have selected is going to be the edit style to the Prospect back bling. Looks really really good. As you can see, these red lights just look identical to the ones on the skin, and of course the white matches really well with the white edit style 2 paradigm. The pickaxe that we have selected is the best pickaxe to choose for this and matches the back bling very well as well, and that is going to be the riot control baton. The glider that we have selected is going to be from the chapter 1 season 9 battle pass, and that is going to be the retaliator. And for our wrap, a really good wrap and matches all of the colors and very nicely, is going to be the 2.0's revenge. The end game look for the paradigm combo, the pickaxe is going to be the best part that stands out. The locker does not do enough justice for the pickaxe, and it may look very simple and kind of boring. Now we kind of went over everything as far as the back bling goes, but getting into the pickaxe, when you swing it, it has such a good streak to it, that electricity that comes off to it. The pickaxe also spins if you like keep rotating with it, and then when you stop spinning it, it just goes back to just standing still, but it also has that electric look to it as well still, and then it folds back in on itself and it just goes back to that kind of very more subtle look to it. The red glowing lights also work very well, as you can see with the other red lights on the skin. The pickaxe is such a good choice. It is easily the best choice to choose for the skin. But getting on over here into our wrap, a very simple wrap, but as you can see here, the front of the part is white, which matches well with the other white parts of the skin, but as you can see on the back end of it that touches the shoulder, it has that black and red, which just fits in really nice with the black and red that is on the skin. And like I mentioned in the locker, the glider is from the chapter 1 season 9 battle pass, and I actually have not used this glider in a long time, but it looks too good not to use with the paradigm skin. After not having any member of the 7 at all introduced in item shop or battle pass throughout the entirety of chapter 2, in chapter 3 season 1 we did get the foundation skin. For the foundation, we are going to be going with this black and red edit style, which looks really good. For the back bling that we have selected, the best back bling to choose is 100% going to have to be the Sith Trooper blaster. Going on into a pickaxe, being that the foundation is a pretty big guy, this seems like a weapon fit for the foundation, and that is going to be the gravity hammer. Going on into our glider, this glider works well for almost any member of the 7, specifically if they have the helmet on. And last but not least, easily the best wrap for this skin is going to have to be the corrupted wrap. And getting into the end game look for the foundation combo that we have, the back bling, it's very simple, but it just looks really good with that just nice sleek black and red look. The pickaxe on the other hand is very reactive, as you can see with the front, with that like blue energy glow to it on it. And actually the pickaxe has a very good streak, but another thing about this pickaxe is that when you hit something, it has like a blue electric effect almost that comes off of it, as you can see here. It looks really good, and overall this pickaxe is just the best pickaxe to use with the foundation, specifically with its edit style. But getting on into the wrap to really match well with the helmet on the skin, and it's just another really good black and red cosmetic to add for this edit style. It's very good. It is very bright red, but like I said, it matches on with the helmet really well, so it works well for a lot of other members of the 7. And of course we can't forget about our glider. And like I said about the wrap, and I know I mentioned it in the locker, this glider looks very well with any member of the 7. Getting into the 5th member of the 7, we have the origin. For the origin, we are going to be going with the second edit style that has the white, but has that little bit of baby blue, which we'll cover into our combo, which we are going to be with getting into the back bling. The back bling that we have selected is going to be the edit style to the Chorus Toolkit. This back bling is the best back bling to choose for this. Every single color for this matches absolutely spot on. You have the gray, you have the white, and you have that little bit of baby blue that you can even see on the spine of the skin, but mainly you're going to see it throughout the arms and especially on the front of the skin. This back bling looks just absolutely amazing. It is the best back bling to choose. If you have this, which is a very recent battle pass back bling, be sure to use it with the origin. Getting on into our pickaxe to bring out a lot of that brown that you see on the skin, we are going to be going with the gaffy stick pickaxe. Next up for our combo for our glider, we are going to be going with the glider that was introduced in this season's battle pass, and that is going to be the Kanatech burst wings. Looks really good. I love the look of this glider, and it just fits the skin so very well with the white and the red. And last but not least, to really match well, being that the origin used to be the Cube King and you have the orange and the purple on the hands, the best wrap, and you'll see just in a moment in the game, is 100% going to have to be the vortexual wrap. Getting into the end game look for the origin combo, everything just looks so much better than it does in the locker. We've already explained everything about why we chose the back bling and the reasons for it. The pickaxe, of course, like I say, is to match with a lot of that brown that you can see on the other parts of the skin, as you can clearly see with all the brown like leather that we have on it. The pickaxe doesn't have any type of like special sound, but it has a really nice brown streak that comes off of it. Nothing that's like great about it, because it's just, you know, just a regular brown streak. But getting on into our wrap, this wrap is absolutely amazing. This is probably my favorite part. I know the back bling is really good, but the wrap, just going on to like how it matches so very well with the like effects that come off of the skin. And going on into yet another amazing aspect for the skin, we have the glider, which kind of gets thinner as you go forward with it. When you stop and go back, it spreads out, which is really cool, by the way. Rounding out the last couple of members of the 7, we have the first of the sisters with the Imagine. For the Imagine, we are going to be shaking it up a little bit other than the colors that we've been choosing, and choose the purple edit style for this. For the back bling that we have selected, we are going to be going with the palette pack. This back bling, it just matches so spot on, and it looks even better being that the more purplish on the back bling goes well with the purple armor, and as it goes down, you get more into that aqua green, like turquoise color, which is very spot on and matches with the pants of the skin. This back bling is hands down gonna have to be the best back bling to choose for the Imagine. Going on into our pickaxe to bring out some of that more shiny bright purple that we have on the armor. For the pickaxe, we are going to be selecting the pick crossbow. For our glider, this looks so good with this skin. We are going to be going with the Victory umbrella from Chapter 1 Season X and the X umbrella. And last but not least, for our wrap, a wrap that actually is in this battle pass the same as the skin, we are going to be going with the Mark of the Prowler. The in-game look of the Imagine skin for this combo looks so good. I love everything about every single cosmetic that we have chosen for this. The back bling, we explained everything in the locker. The pickaxe, of course, you can see a better look of it inside of the game. It has that little brightish like purple that matches really well with the armor. It has a blackish streak almost, and it has a really unique sound to it. Getting on over here into our wrap, which looks really good for this skin. Just like the pickaxe has that bright purple with a little bit of pink, but overall it looks so good. Even that like greenish aqua color that we've mentioned before with the pants is on the wrap too. Now the glider that we have selected, the big key part of this, it already matches for colors. You can see right here with the like purplish pink and the aqua, but the streak on this that comes off of the glider is just absolutely amazing. It makes it look so much better than what it already does. And going on into the other sister that we have with the Order skin, this is a very clean skin. This is actually in the item shop, so very accessible to a lot of people. But getting on into the back bling that we have selected, we have the Frenzy, which looks really good. It matches very good with all that silver that is on the back of the skin, plus the red glowing light on the back bling matches very well with the red armor and the mask of the skin. Getting on into our pickaxe, a really good dual pickaxes. I know a lot of people don't like the dual pickaxes, but trust me on this one, the best one to go with is going to be the Widow's Fangs. For the glider, being that the skin is the Order and the other sister's name is the Imagine, which is very sus, but going on into the glider to match well with the color and the theme kind of on the skin with the name, we are going to be going with the IO Field Flyer. And last but not least, the best wrap to bring out the black, red, and silver is going to be the Sigil Red. The back bling inside of the game looks so much better than it does inside of the locker, and it's very small and very subtle, which just looks really good on the skin. But with the pickaxes that we have with the Widow's Fang, it has a really nice like electric sound to it, and has a really nice electric streak, so a very good dual pickaxes. Like I said, I know a lot of people do not like dual pickaxes, but if you're going to have to select one to use, be sure to use the Widow's Fangs. It looks so good and sounds good as well. But getting on into our wrap, as you can see here, it is just a very good wrap, like I said, in the locker, to really bring out a lot of that red. You can see a lot of the red and black on the front of the wrap, but when you scope in, you see more of that silver and gray, which looks really good, being that the back of the helmet and the shoulder armor is gray in and of itself. And of course, last but not least, for our combo, we are going to be covering the glider. Looks really good. It is a nice bright red, which matches really well with the bright red armor on the skin. Overall, a really good glider to use. Don't know why I still hear it, but nonetheless, good glider to use for the skin. If you have it, be sure to use it with the Order skin. And that is it for today's video for the best combo slash presets for every member of the 7. If you liked any of the combos, be sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys next video.